guys, so today's video is definitely going to be a video that I don't usually do, or a type of video that I don't usually do. It's not really a beauty related video. This topic is something that I feel like I would be able to help you guys on because it's something that I definitely had to go through for about 2 years of my life. So that would be dealing with a bad relationship, and by bad relationship I mean relationships where there's a lot of jealousy, like physically and emotionally abusive relationships. And I wanted to say a couple things before I start. One, I'm directing this mainly towards girls, so girls that are having problems with their boyfriends, because I know most of the people that watch my videos are girls. But if you are a guy and you're watching this video, then you can just as easily flip what I'm saying and turn it to, like, you know, you and your girlfriend as opposed to you and your boyfriend. Another thing is I wanted to say that I don't know your guys' relationship. I'm not like a licensed psychologist, licensed counselor, something like that. I'm not telling you guys what to do in your relationship. I'm just saying that these are some things that I learned getting out of my relationship and things that I wanted to share to you guys. So maybe it will help you fix your relationship, or maybe if you're thinking about ending it, some ways that will help you end it. I have already tried to film this video once last night and it was just a fail because I had it outlined a little bit on paper on how I wanted to word it, but I literally I didn't have it to a T, so I kept getting off track and talking just about my relationship, and the whole video ended up being about my relationship, which is not what I'm trying to talk to you guys about. I'm just trying to tell you how to deal with your bad relationship. Today I've spent all day working on this video, literally outlined this. There's 3 pages worth of outline, and for each topic I'll probably throw in a little bit about my past relationship. I'm not talking about the relationship I'm in right now. You guys probably know my current boyfriend Lee. That is not this relationship at all. This is the relationship that was before him that I was in for about 2 years and ended. I don't remember how long ago it was that I ended it. It was towards the end of last summer. Okay, so I'm going to try to not keep my eyes on the paper the whole time, but you know, if you see my eyes going down, it's because I'm looking at my outline. Okay, so the first thing is to look for signs that you might be having a bad relationship. This is obviously after the, you know, honeymoon. Sorry, I burnt my finger today, and that's L. That's why I just went like that. The honeymoon phase, which is basically when you first start dating somebody, and you're not even comfortable around each other. You guys don't really know much about each other. All that you know is that you really like that person, and you're like, oh, I like you, no, I like you more, no, I like you more, and it's just basically that's how it is for the first 3 months of your relationship. You know, majority of everybody goes through that. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about after you guys are comfortable around each other, you've been together for a while, and you start seeing the person's true colors. And some of the signs that you might be seeing is jealousy, if he gets upset when you want to hang out with your friends, or if he just wants if he wants you to himself all of the time. Another one would be lack of trust, which, you know, trust requires both partners to believe that each other will still love the other person even if they make a mistake. Another big one, which for me in my relationship, was I couldn't go hang out with my friends without this person being accusatory, or does that even make sense? This person accusing me of doing something behind his back, which clearly I wasn't, but he was obviously insecure about something. Disrespect, if they purposely hurt your feelings or if they purposely put you down all the time, especially in public, because that has happened to me before and that's just not okay. And if he takes you for granted, or, you know, just stuff like that. Here's a big one, which is if they give you no space. In a good relationship, you need both, obviously, time together, but you also need time apart. You might enjoy being together 24/7. I know the boyfriend that I have right now, Lee, you guys know him because I've done a couple videos with him. I obviously enjoy being with him all the time, and I probably would be with him all the time, but, you know, a relationship, you do need time together, but you need time apart. And when you are apart from him, you shouldn't be jealous the whole time, and you shouldn't be like resenting him because he chose to hang out with his friends and not you. He needs guy time just as you need girl time. So when he wants to go hang out with his friends, that's not something that you should just be mad about the whole time he's gone or worried about what he's doing, because if you are worried about what he's doing, that goes along with jealousy. You shouldn't be worried about if he's out with his friends that he's gonna find somebody else. Obviously he's with you for a reason, and if you guys trust each other, you shouldn't be worried that like the other one's gonna find someone else and leave you. You should not be worried about what he's saying behind your back, obviously. Like, you shouldn't have to worry about him talking badly about you to his friends and stuff. Okay, here is a huge one, which is the main thing that I had to deal with in my past relationship, which is the most important, the most clear. It's physical or emotional abuse, and I didn't really have to deal with physical abuse. I mean, in my relationship, there were some threats that were made to me by him, but he never followed through with them. They were pretty much empty threats, and I mean, he never laid a hand on me. Like, the physical or the emotional abuse was huge in my relationship. No girl, and obviously no guy, should ever have to go through something like that. Like, honestly, if you are with somebody who is physically or emotionally abusive, I don't understand why you're with him in the first place. Like, I had to deal with that for 2 years, and I know a lot of people were probably where I am right now, going like, why were you even with him? And it is hard. Like, you're always like, oh, but I love him and we've been together for so long and I just don't want to throw all that away. But anyways, these physical or emotional abuse usually occurs or usually happens when one of the previous signs have occurred, like jealousy, lack of trust, disrespect, or no space. Obviously, it'll lead to an argument, and this might happen. When there's no trust, no respect, and no space from one another, you are being smothered, and that is not a good thing. I felt so closed in and so fearful 24/7 that if I did something wrong or if I displeased him in any way, he would punish me, and that's just a word I'm using. Like, I mean, like, he'll start a fight with me, he'll start being rude to me, he'll ignore me, something like that. That was my biggest problem in my last relationship, and that caused me so much anxiety, and I still am dealing with it today. I remember when I was with him, I would wake up every single morning without fail with a stomach ache, like I was gonna throw up. It's something that just kept building up and building up over time to where I just got really bad anxiety. Like I said, to this day, it still is really bad for me. I have panic attacks a lot of the time, and obviously I have nothing to be nervous or anxious about, but it's stuck with me. I'll make a video on like my anxiety if you guys want to, so let me know down below and I'll get more into like specifics. But basically, I can't go out to eat. I'm homeschooled. I made a video about this a while ago, but I took it down because I didn't really like how I explained everything. So if you want, you know, a video about me explaining all that stuff, just let me know and I will do that for you. Okay, I'm getting off topic again. So here are some more examples of emotional abuse. If he puts you down, calls you names, ignores your feelings, stuff like that, that's all emotional abuse. You do not have to go through that. Okay, here is probably the worst thing that I could do to you in a relationship, which is physical abuse. Abuse. I can't talk today. If he makes like physical threats to you, if he lays his hand on you and he is like intending to cause you harm. Some more specific examples are if he pushes or shoves you, if he holds you down, grabs you, pokes you, hits you, smacks you, etc. Stuff like that. You know, if he's intending to hurt you because he's mad at you for whatever reason, that is physical abuse, and you should not have to go through that. The next topic is change. Obviously, you're watching this video for a reason. You want some kind of change in your relationship. You do not want to wait till it's too late. If you keep putting this off and just like thinking to yourself, oh, it'll change the next time, it'll change the next time, or if you guys just keep saying to yourself, oh, we'll stop after this fight, like it's not going to keep going, it's just going to get harder and harder and harder every single fight. So you do not want to wait till it's like, you know, too late. And the first and most important key to changing is having both, you know, party you and your man candy or you and your lady friend, you both have to realize that there's a problem. Obviously, if you are the only one to realize that there's something wrong in your relationship and the other person, you know, doesn't, then there's not going to be any change because one person is going to keep acting the same way. You feel like the other person doesn't realize that there's a problem, sit them down, talk to them about it, explain your problems, or explain what you think is wrong, and hopefully they'll feel the same way. Don't be afraid to let them know if you don't like what's going on in a situation, or if you don't like how they're acting or something. Do not be afraid to speak up. Communication is like key in a relationship. You guys, you need to communicate, even if it results in an argument about this topic. Just make sure that you pick a private place where no one's going to interrupt you and no one's going to sit there and listen to you guys. And before this happens, you want to outlaw any name calling, any mean thing that you can say to each other. You should probably specify that before you guys like get into your like argument or whatever. Just you focus on the issue at hand. Don't try to put the other person down, and make sure they're not trying to put you down. Listen to him or her attentively without interrupting. I know in my past relationship, it was really, really hard for me not to interrupt him when he was trying to like explain what he thought was wrong or something, and that just caused a bigger fight. It caused a longer fight because then it was me interrupting and him still trying to explain. And lastly, in my topic of change is just remember how much stronger your relationship is going to be if you guys, or if the relationship survives this, you know, time to change type deal. Yeah, your relationship will just be so much stronger. And the very last topic that I have is calling it quits. If you're trying to change and you realize it's not working, then you might just need to call it quits and end the relationship, as hard as it might be. First of all, you need to stop making excuses for his or her bad behavior. Stop saying that they're gonna change. Like, oh, they said they'll change if I don't break up with them, so they're gonna change next time. Well, if it keeps happening over and over, obviously you know now that they are not gonna change. Don't waste your time defending your own mistakes to yourself, if that makes sense. Like, don't think of ending the relationship as having made a mistake. Think of it as yourself making the right decision to leave something that doesn't work for you. Remember who you used to be, like before the relationship. Obviously, if you're ending the relationship, you were clearly much more happy when you were on your own. So remember, you know, that, and that kind of helped me when I ended my relationship. Set new relationship standards. So if you're going into a new relationship and you're seeing any signs of the way your old boyfriend or girlfriend used to act that led to the whole breaking up, obviously you know not to be with that person, or that person might end up being the same, and you just don't want to waste your time and have that happen to you again. Just don't take any more crap. Like, your relationship that is ended, take that as a lesson, like a learning experience, and don't take crap from anybody anymore. Believe that there is somebody better out there for you. There is. You can and will find them. Don't expect to be like happy immediately, like the second that you break up with this person. Don't expect to like throw a party and like, oh yay, I'm so happy. I mean, if it was really, really bad, you might be happy, or you might feel like a weight was lifted off your shoulders. I know I did. But take time to, you know, heal, if that makes sense. Clean out your room of everything that reminds you of that person, or anything that, you know, that person got for you, or pictures of you guys. Just clean it all out, because you just need a fresh start. Distance yourself immediately. This was another one of the big things for me, because when I tried to end it with said person, they kept trying to talk to me and be nice to me, and it was really, really, really hard, and I kept trying to be like, whoa, I'm not gonna get back with him. I ended it for a reason. But if you do continue like a friendship or something after, depending on how you, or it depends on how you guys were before you started the relationship. Like, if you guys were really good friends and stuff, then I can understand why you would want to stay friends. But if you guys weren't really friends in the beginning, there's no point in talking afterwards, because you're just gonna think that, oh, maybe I should go back with him. Just remember that you ended things for a reason. Allow yourself to be lonely. You are going to be lonely when you guys first break up, regardless of if you have friends or not, because you're gonna miss him. So you're gonna be lonely, and it's really gonna suck. I'm telling you that right now, it's gonna suck. But if you give yourself time, it'll slowly, you won't feel as lonely anymore, and you'll be able to, you know, get back out there. Like I said before, remember why you ended the relationship. most likely you will get the urge to talk to them again or go back to them again or whatever, but just keep that in your head. Remember why you ended the relationship in the first place. Don't think that they're going to be this changed person if they try to talk to you like a month after and was like, I changed and I really want to get back with you. They did not change, okay? They didn't. And lastly, just remember that you are all beautiful, independent black women that do not need no man. Okay, so that was everything that I had on my paper. I feel like I looked down more than I really wanted to, but that's just because I wanted to make sure that I said everything and that I didn't get off topic and stuff like that. If you have any further questions about relationships or anything, like if you need any relationship advice, feel free to comment down below and I will answer that. And if you want to make it a little bit more personal, if you don't want other people to see it, feel free to message me either here on YouTube or on Facebook. I promise you I will answer you all. Obviously now by the end of this video you guys know that I did have to go through something like this for a little over 2 years of my life. It completely changed me as a person. And so I feel like I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to these kind of relationships. If you like this kind of video and like the advice that I had to give and you want me to talk about something else, like another topic in a future video, leave that topic down below and I will film it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video or took some advice from it. Let me know if you did down below, or let me know if this helped your relationship in any way down below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, all that kind of jazz. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!